this next game, David and Kris will be performing some of the most famous scenes from an Oscar-winning movie. It is a famous Halloween movie. I know not many of them make the Oscars, but this one has. It has a name that I'll need your help to come up with. Some name of a Halloween movie. Well, that does not exist. Let's make it up right on the spot here.
One Time in a Cemetery in Louisiana.
One Time in a Cemetery in Louisiana.
DVD cover over to finish that title.
All right, so One Time in a Cemetery in Louisiana. David and Kris will be performing scenes from this movie, and every time there's a line that inspires an Oscar-winning monologue, I will be over here calling that and making that happen. So that's all we need to know. One Time in a Cemetery in Louisiana in 3, 2, and 1. Bob?
Yes, you.
Here we are in Louisiana.
Man, it's my first time here.
Woo!
Damn! Sucks that Bourbon Street's closed, though.
Let's see that Oscar-winning moment.
Man, ever since I was 4, I was wanting to go down to Bourbon Street, man. Get some beads. Woo! I didn't know they closed it for Halloween, though, ever since they had that accident. But they had all them jack-o'-lanterns, people throwing beads, hot, waxy candles. I just read about it, I don't really know the details. Might have saw some pictures on Yahoo, but that's not the point. The point is Bourbon Street's closed. And when Bourbon Street is closed and you're in Louisiana, there's only one other place to go. Cemetery.
This cemetery is one of the oddest, eeriest places I've ever seen, Bob.
I heard they filmed that Anne Rice movie here.
They did.
Interview with a Vampire.
Well, yeah, they interviewed him, and he was funny.
Let's see that Oscar-winning moment.
Well, that Anne Rice chick, she found this vampire wandering through the French Quarter. She said to him, "Sir, do you mind if I interview you?" He said, "No, don't mind at all." Turned out that vampire's name was Bob. Later on in life, he would come down to New Orleans here on Bourbon Street on Halloween night, and he would discover that it's closed. And that is kind of the gist of the entire story. But Anne asked him, said, "Bob, how did you get that limp?" He said, "Oh, I don't know, Anne. It was right after I was walking down Bourbon Street, and I got something in my eye. That's how I got blinded in one eye. I tripped over the chick with the boobs hanging out. She had the beads. I fell over her, and it poked my eye out." It wasn't a very good interview, but, well, Anne Rice had already won all her money. Well, she didn't actually win it. Well, she did, actually, at the casino down by the quarter. Bob?
I'm thirsty, Jim. I didn't get my Miller Lights.
Well, here you go, Bob. 2 Miller Lights. Yeah, aftershave. I've been wearing Aqua Velva now for 12 years.
I can smell your heartbeat. That's my smell.
It's a little pregnant too, Bob. I remember when you were just a wee little friend of mine. We were playing fort out in the woods.
Let's see that Oscar-winning moment.
We were out in the woods, we were playing fort. Bob, you got your patch on the wrong eye, my friend.
That's so much better. Is it just me?
No, it's you also.
Oh,
wait.
What?
Yes. I guess it is just you. Didn't make sense to me either, Bob.
I think I'm a retarded vampire.
You are intellectually challenged, Bob. Do you remember that whole state resolution we passed? We don't use the R word in Bama. Rebel.
Roll Tide.
Ruba.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Let's see that Oscar-winning moment.
Roll Tide.
I'm not from Alabama, but I learned one thing, man. Vampire, no vampire, peg leg, or patch through your eye, man. You look someone square in the face, put your hand right here in the building, you go roll tide.
Roll tide.
Roll tide.
Hey, Bob? We're in Louisiana.
We are! And you're beginning to look delicious! Jim!
Let's see that Oscar-winning rap.
Came down to Louisiana and Marvin Street was closed! We were at Jim, took off all his clothes! I said I can smell your heartbeat, you look so good! You look nice and right, Louisiana has a food!
MC!
Okay, we have a game here. How many of you guys remember the TV show The Dating Game? Yeah. We are about to do our PFI version of The Dating Game. We have 3 lovely bachelorettes. And we have one of our guests outside, a lovely bachelor, or handsome bachelor, who will be coming back in and questioning these lovely young ladies. But we need to give them a characteristic or a character or endow them with something. So if we could give Kelsey a character, a characteristic, a quirk, something that she can be endowed with.
Yes, internet stalker.
I'm sorry?
Internet stalker.
You are an internet stalker. Awesome. And if we could also do the same.
Shanae.
Shanae. For Anne.
Pageant
And
girl.
now, but not least,
Top
Ambiguous
heavy.
lesbian!
a topless what?
Top heavy, not used to her boobs.
Okay, Tom Petty. What?
Top heavy, not used
Oh,
to
Tom
her
Petty.
boobs.
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty, who's never had boobs.
Tom Petty.
True story. Tom Petty with boobs.
New boobs.
New boobs. They're brand new.
Store bought.
And it has something to do with Tom Petty. Welcome, Mr. Bachelor. I have chosen 3 lovely ladies for you. Well, I've chosen 3 ladies for you. So if you could, start the question, decide who you want to take home and romp in the hay with.
Yes, bachelorette number 1. I'm from Transylvania. Where would you like to be?
Plug it.
I would like to be
Blog.
somewhere where I can be free falling. Just falling, free falling.
Very nice.
That's it.
Bachelorette number 2. I want to suck your blood. What do you want to do on the first date?
None of that. I gotta get my hair. I don't know if finish doing my nails.
Very nice. Bachelorette number 3. What would be your typical day in the castle?
Well, most of the time I just sit at the screen and look you up. Will you please make me birthday in front of me? I asked you like 4 weeks ago. It's driving me crazy because I can't look at all your pictures.
I don't show up in pictures. Bachelorette number 5.
Ding, ding.
For real?
What is your favorite Halloween costume?
Well, now that I can fit into a lot more of these, my favorite's Alice in Wonderland, like in my video Last Dance with Mary Jane.
I have a feeling that wasn't very helpful.
No, it was for me.
That's for that. Number 2.
Where you at?
Mommy problems, I like it.
Didn't know there was a door.
That's for that number 2. Where would you like to go on vacation?
I don't need to go nowhere.
Sassy. Bachelorette number 3.
Yeah.
What is your typical day home on a Saturday?
Well, on Saturdays, it's all about drink. But on Thursdays, it's all about Sven. And on Fridays, it's all about you. Spend at least 13 hours looking at you. I know everything about you.
I like that.
Picture. For MySpace.
Bachelorette number 1.
Oh, my back is killing me.
What is the most exciting thing you've done?
Not waste these $15,000, I'll tell you that much. The most exciting thing I've ever done. Well, let me get to the point. Let me roll another joint. We'll head on down the road. I forgot the rest. But I'm no longer free falling. Boom, now I am.
Bachelorette number 2. What's your favorite TV show?
There's so many good ones. I just love comedies, especially about people's houses and sitcoms. We should get on a couch and watch some episodes.
Well then, Bachelorette number 3. What would you like to do on our wedding night?
On our wedding night, I would totally type it all up. And then I'd put pictures of it online. And if you don't pick me, I swear I will stand out your window and watch you with whatever slut you pick, and I will kill you. And kill myself. But I love you.
Well, dude, you got a choice to be made
I know
here.
you're gonna put at me. I know.
So, what do you think it's gonna be this evening? Well, Bachelorette number 1. No. I've narrowed it down to Pamela Anderson.
Well, sort of.
Close.
Or Richard Simmons. I think it's Richard Simmons.
Close, close.
Good job.
Kris, who are you?
Tom Petty with top-heavy boots. That are new.
New boob, top-heavy boob woman.
Don't Tom Petty was a part of it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was number 3 for me, yeah. Anyway.
I feel gypped.
Moving on.
Bachelorette number 2.
Hi.
Slightly more clear. Okay. It's like it came straight from the Jerry Springer show. But you have your own show. You're not a Kardashian. Mitt Romney.
And I guess you're choosing Bachelorette.
Bachelorette number 3, my personal stalker. My online stalker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to finish up our show with a round got a freeze tag. Can I get Tim and Tanner to come up here, please? We would like Tanner to come up and join. Round of applause for Tanner. He's got an opportunity to get up here. All our cast members. And Timmy, come on up. For this game, we're going to be... Hey, are you joining us? For this game, we're going to